We are so blessed. We have with us the world's, and I mean the world's foremost football and sports illustrator with us today. A big friend of Leeds United as well. If you go to see the murals on the East Stand there, this man put them there not so long ago as well. If you were a kid like me and you used to do You Are the Ref, this man illustrated that as well. He's illustrated everyone from Pele to Michael Jordan to Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Winston Churchill. He's done them all. Please make some noise and welcome a great friend of Leeds United. We love him, Mr. Paul Trevillion, ladies and gentlemen. Paul, the microphone is not brilliant, so if you can sort of stand kind of like that. Could you tell us a little bit about your history? I mean, we all know, maybe not everyone's aware of your work, but I'm sure you'll see it everywhere. We'll see it outside the Football Museum in Manchester. The dogs even seen it. There's a Walk of Fame, isn't there? The Football Walk of Fame towards the museum. You put all those as well. You've drawn every footballer on the planet, every sports star on the planet, and royalty, and of course, politicians as well. Paul, tell us a little bit about your story.
It was Jim Cadman that phoned me, and he said at the very beginning, would you be interested in doing one of your illustrations for the Howard Wilkinson statue? And I said immediately, you didn't have to ask. You didn't have to ask, Jim. The answer's yes. And that was the answer, yes. Now immediately, when you're an artist, you have to look at a piece of white paper. That's all it is. A piece of white paper. That's it. That's what you have to look at. Then you have to take a pencil, and you have to take a brush, and you have to stick it into the paint, and you have to create this. Now, when I was told I could create a statue, I immediately began to think, what was my inspiration for this? What's the inspiration to put it on there? It was a book by Dave Tomlinson. And in that book, he did with Howard Wilkinson, he said, the man with a plane. The man with a plane. And that was the inspiration for that. Well, immediately, I picked up the pencil. Because I knew that Howard orchestrated on the line, because I watched him many times, on the line, pointing the finger, orchestrating, conducting, sometimes dictating the tempo of the game. He was the man, and I mean this, he was the man that got us from a struggling second division team into the championship and then into a Europe. He was the man. But Jim Cadman was still talking, but I wasn't listening. Until he said, oh, the drawing's got to be Howard in his shorts. Now, tracksuit, Jim. He said, no, in his shorts. They've got to be hitched high, and the socks have got to be low. You've got to show the legs. Immediately, I'm thinking of my art teacher. I've forgotten Paul, he always said, the Michelangelo statue. Look at David. Look at those legs. you draw them? Well, I looked at Howard and I saw the legs that he'd got from running when he was a player on the wing. He ran, he never once left one piece of himself on the pitch when he came off. He wants the man, the main man. So I decided I would draw the legs. Now, this is the portrait. But it's also the statue. And that is Howard Wilkinson. Have a look at that! Get have a look! Show it to them. That is Howard Wilkinson. That is the man. Now I know, as I stand here, it's an honour and a privilege for everyone here. It's an honour and a privilege to be in the same room as Howard Wilkinson and his wife. And I know his wife came from London. This is a Cockney like me. And we both got that little Cockney accent. And I will say this, I'm a Leeds now. I'm a Leeds. Not only am I a Leeds supporter, I mean that. But I've been the man who, when Jim Cadman said, can you do the Don Revie statue? I got behind the Don Revie statue. And I met Don. And I thought Don was the main man.